we move on to multiplication with scientific notation. We begin by multiplying the numbers out front, and 5.6 times 3 gives us 15 plus 1.8, that's 16.8, times, and then we're going to add our exponents there with the powers of 10, and 14 plus 22 gives us 36. So times 10 to the 36th power. But we can't leave our answer there because we have more than one digit to the left of the decimal. And so I'm going to convert that into 1.68 on the left there. And basically I divided by 10, making that smaller. And so I'm going to adjust over the right. I've divided by 10 on the left. I'm going to multiply by another 10, raising that to 37 as the power. And you might just say that the 37 became larger. As a result, the exponent became larger. Note that our answer has three significant digits, 2 digits to the right of the decimal, whereas the problem up above doesn't, and so probably your chemistry or science teachers would want you to write that as 1.7 instead, but for our math class we're going to leave that as is. Number 6. This is a distribution problem. Single term out front, 2 terms inside the parentheses. So negative 4 times 8 makes negative 32. Adding each exponent as we multiply gives us x to the third. Y to the third times y to the fifth gives us y to the eighth. Z times no more anything just leaves us the z there. Negative 4 times negative 11 makes positive 44. And again, we're going to add exponents for each variable. So we're going to have x to the 2 plus 2 is 4. Y to the 3 plus no more, so 3. Z to the 1 plus 3, which makes 4. And there's our answer. We don't factor this answer back out because the directions said multiply. And actually, factoring is not simplification. Factoring is introducing parentheses, which are considered a level of sophistication, and we'd rather not have that in a simplified answer. For problem number 7, do not square across that minus sign. This is a FOIL problem. 5x squared y minus the 8z times itself again. 5x squared y minus 8z. The first term of that FOIL will give us 25x to the fourth y squared. The outer term of FOIL will be a minus 40x squared yz. We notice we're going to get another minus 40x squared yz coming from the inner terms of FOIL. Then we're going to have the plus 64z squared at the right. Combining those middle two terms gives us 25x to the fourth y squared minus 80x squared yz plus 64z squared. Okay, let's continue on to the next page of our notes. Problem number 8 is division. We notice that we're dividing by a monomial. Since we're dividing by a single term, I'm just going to create separate fractions, each of which is going to get divided by the 6x squared y to the 7th. And then I'm going to reduce each of those fractions that I've created. So, in the first fraction, 6 over 16 is going to reduce to 8 over 3. With the x's, 4 over 2, that will reduce by subtraction to x squared up in the numerator. And with the y's, there's more down below, so subtracting, we're going to have y to the 7th. Plus, next fraction, 20 over 6 reduces to 10 thirds. With the x's, x to the 5th over x squared, there's more up in the numerator, so we're going to have x to the 3rd up above. And with the y's, there are more down below with that y to the 7th, and so subtracting, we're going to get y to the 6th. Minus, next term, 24 divided by 6 is 4. X cubed divided by x squared is x. And y to the 8th divided by y to the 7th is y. And I can write over 1, but there's no need to write a denominator on this problem.